Oh, daily parking ticket. Oh, Passat parking ticket. Oh, welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting off with this thing, as I've just recently booked a drift day. So this beautiful thing needs some prep. And of course, what prep is better to start with other than aero? Oh, whoa, excuse me. Look at this. We've got the little spider friend. I guess I'll have to see you later, friend. Go live your life free. Get away from me. Just shows for how long this thing sits around. Every time I come back to it, there's just new spiders living on it or in it. Funnily enough, today was actually the hottest day of the year. And I think the hottest day that I've actually experienced in a good while. My nice Google phone was telling me that it was 33 degrees Celsius today. As you can see, I'm just currently getting the bumpers off because they're getting some love. All right, if it wouldn't be the UK, right, without some rain. I'm not sure how to show this. Maybe I'll show the car and how the rain is falling on it. Yeah, so you see that in it. It's raining, but I have space, which is actually weatherproof. What? So last week I actually got some shelves for this place because the stuff that was here was the likes of this little tiny sort of bedroom, maybe not voluminous enough, shall we say. Let me turn the lights on. Maybe it's a bit dark in here. Wow. So these are my shelves. Nothing's really organized yet. This is a set of clocks that I actually got from my friend Lubo. These are 6-pot clocks. If you look, the speedometer is actually in kilometers per hour. So this is a foreign set of clocks. Solo euro super. This sounds a bit Italian, but I might just be an idiot. If you know what language this is, put in the comments. And yeah, the fuel gauge is in like liters, which is kind of sick. Either way, do you know what I mean? I can actually go through this stuff probably in a different video. Leave a comment if you actually want to see everything that's in here, because I feel like there's maybe some cool stuff that I can talk some shit about. But yeah, then there's some like paint restoration stuff. But there's now an excess of stuff in this corner. So I need to get rid of this shelf. I need to get rid of these barbecues. I'm pretty sure I'm not really going to be using those. Anyway, we have in the boot. Oh, why? I opened it and everything was just getting wet. That's not smart, is it? It actually is just proper raining now, which is kind of crazy. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to dissolve this pile of bumpers because I feel like this is too much. I need to get rid of some of this stuff and make some space here. So I'm going to do some rearranging. I'm going to take the bumpers out of the boot and show you some of my DIY aero secrets. Right, so as the rain continues to pour, I have made some progress on my DIY aero. This is basically just cutting up trash bumpers and using the factory formed plastic to just create more bumper. I'll do a small tutorial. So what you need is a facelift, all right? SE bumper. These come on all of the cars. Saloon, coupe, convertible, compact, all of them. Touring, everything. All of the cars had this bumper on them. So essentially it's the most common thing in the world. You then need to make sure it's entirely gutted. So that means no bumper bar, no fog light, brackets, no nothing, just literally bare plastic. There is this center grill that I'm trying to take out right now that is being annoying and I don't care about it. So I might just cut it. And then here comes the most important part, okay? Get your notepads, all right? Pay attention. Take notes. You have your nice, beautiful SE facelift bumper. You will remove the trims and you will find a body line, okay? This thing going along the whole thing. You follow that, yeah, with your nice angle grinder. And then this whole bottom piece just falls off and you can put that straight in the bin. Then you take this top part, this top chunky part, and you follow this bottom trim line right here all the way across. And when you get to the end here, you just cut it straight as if this line continues. You should get this nice, lovely bumper lip piece. So enough with the front bumper. Now I want to move on to the rear bumper. This is my slightly battered and definitely fallen off the car a few times M Sport rear bumper with a detached bumper bar a load of scratches, deformalities, and other drift related damage. So I want to fix it up, maybe add some aero to it. I've seen a couple things on Instagram that I might use as inspiration. Maybe it will be rebirthed into a SE bumper, but I'm not sure. Right, so seeing as the bumper bar was already off of this nice M Sport bumper that I had, I decided to cut it up and make it into a lip for an SE bumper. For some crazy reason, I have too many SE rear bumpers, so I feel like just using an entire one, including the bumper bar, including all of the clips and everything, is fair enough for the sake of refreshing the drift car aero. So what I did with the M Sport bumper, just in case anyone wants to replicate this, I don't think this is entirely brand new. I'm pretty sure someone has done this before, but it's the first time I'm ever doing it. Imagine that this blue bumper is the M Sport bumper, literally just cut across this bottom trim line piece all the way along, and then you have your lip. Just gut the inside, make sure the bumper bar is not on it, make sure the bumper bracket sliding things are not on it, make sure the diffuser is not on it, and then you have a beautiful M Sport SE rear bumper lip. I do have an alignment booked in for the Silver Coupe later on this week, and I'm not sure if I actually have time to paint these before I go to the alignment, so I might have to just bolt the lips on and put the bumpers back on the car without painting them, which I'm not really sure how I feel about. Okay, so I've added some screws to the lips. I also did add some, I guess, bumper trim clips to the M Sport bumper, because I've been having to zip tie the bumper onto the bash bar, which has been kind of annoying because it keeps coming off. So now it has OEM factory mounting and of course drift damage. But the key point is that the lip is on and looking quite beefy. I'm really excited to see what it looks like when it's painted. Unfortunately, it's basically dark outside now. However, the rain has stopped, which is great. I think that this is the most I can do today, so I'm going to head back home, install the bumpers, and come back tomorrow to show you guys what it looks like in the daylight. All right, good morning, boys and girls. We are back to the Silver Coupe. It is Thursday morning, and I'm on the way to the alignment, but I wanted to show you how the bumpers fit on it, because it's actually kind of fresh. The lip, the SE lip, looks sick on this. I think it looks perfect. The rear bumper, very mild, nothing crazy. Look at this. I mean, I think that this is perfect. Realistically, what I was looking for is the front and rear bumper to kind of align with the skirt when you look at the car. And they kind of do that now. Before, I felt like the skirt was too low and the bumpers were like too high up. So the car looked like it was doing some like weird thing like that. But now it's blessed in there as well. We got my nice bride seat. Look at this thing. Whoa. Fresh, nice, dusty. Been sitting in storage for too long.
No offense, but I'm probably not gonna be here long enough to remember your name.
And we obviously got Sparko steering wheel.
You selling a Sparko steering wheel?
So this thing is pretty fucking drift car now. Anyway, I do need to get to my alignment and then start work. So my alignment is currently getting done. I'll do a little sneak peek. I'm not trying to, not trying to disturb. He's doing his magic. Unfortunately, there are some bad news. The car is essentially rear right trailing arm where that quarter panel damage was. That corner of the car, he says that the trailing arm is maxing out onto the chassis, even with the stock trailing arm hat. So realistically, it's fucked, innit? So I was essentially saying to, I guess, try to match the left and right as much as possible to each other. If they don't match too much, it literally doesn't matter as long as the camber is like square. And he mentioned that if the camber is squared, then the toe will feel even worse and it will get even worse from the camber being changed. So realistically, my rear end is kind of just fucked. For now, for now it should be okay. I haven't heard any bad news about the front yet, so I'm not sure. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that is good. Every time this damn air filter comes off. Anyway, just made it to the garage. It was actually on the way back from the alignment place. I also haven't brought my sunglasses today, so I'm just gonna be squinting at you. I hope you enjoy that. There is a slight problem with my power steering. The seals on the steering rack seem to be blown out. So the fluid just comes out from the steering rack gator boot and just leaks. So I'm losing all of the power steering fluid that I'm putting into the car, which is great. So that's gonna need to be addressed soon. Can't wait. Back in the day, Bevan did actually hook me up with a fat tub of used automatic gearbox fluid, which I think is plenty for one of these things. So I'm gonna add some in there, make a funnel out of this free empty bottle that came with my new garage. If you haven't seen the last video where I move in here, go to the channel and check it out. All right, so all of the little bits are actually sorted. I changed to my old 3-to-8 air filter while I glue the other one together because it keeps falling off its adapter. I filled up the power steering fluid, so I should have some power steering on the way home, and hopefully I won't have to fill it up before the drift day, but this all depends on how much I drive it. In terms of the alignment, it is actually blessed. The car drives really straight. I did one test hit and it feels really good at angle in drift, so it's great. Obviously further testing to be done on track. I'm here with Bevan. He's finally seeing this place. I haven't seen Bevan in like 10 years. He's okay, he's alive, in case anyone was wondering. Watching manga. What was the...
Berserk, mate.
Berserk.
Then no one can even chat shit.
No, exactly. If you watch anime, manga, different? Oh god.
I'm gonna... It matters, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna get my throat slit. The point of this clip is my pet spider, Jimmy, he's dead. Look at him. He couldn't get out. This is what Bevan said. He's made a little web for himself to get food, but I kind of left this thing up here. And obviously there's not much airflow or bugs up there for him to feast on. So he kind of died. Rest in peace, Jimmy. Maybe I should have, if I actually want to keep a pet spider, maybe I should give him better conditions. I thought bringing this in here would have been good enough for him to just migrate, but maybe he literally just couldn't climb out. Yeah. Well, either way, I'm doing some reorganization in here, so it's not really worth filming. I'm just moving furniture around. I'd rather just show you the finished product. I will get on with painting the bumpers though. Please. Right, as you can see, I have 6 brand new tires and 6 drift spares with no tires. This is not really a tire anymore. However, this is fresh as fuck. I actually wanted to talk about these tires. 195, 45, 16. Very good. I actually got these for free. Believe that. How? How, you may ask? How can you get 6 brand new tires for free? Well, cryptocurrency. I know that there's loads on the internet about crypto, so I'm not gonna educate you because I'm only learning myself. All I will say is that I made a successful trade to where I made profit on some of my investment, and less than 50% of the profit was actually able to cover buying 6 brand new tires. I did look for the cheapest deal on the internet, and there was actually this weird thing on eBay where you can buy 2 sets of 3 tires. 3 tires was the cheapest within the same listing. Made no sense. Either way, they're here. 4 showed up yesterday, 2 show up today. It's fine because I've actually ordered them way ahead of time before the drift day, so I can be prepared. Realistically, I'm actually really happy about how I was able to pay for these tires because it's something new that I'm looking at actually taking up. I believe in investing in general, and the fact that it was Ethereum that paid for these is something that gives me hope for the future, you know? So next step will be to mount these onto my drift wheels, which will ultimately result in having 10 wheels with brand new tires on them. As you can see, I've got 4 here left over from previous drift days. These are actually E38 wheels, I'm pretty sure. These are BMW style 4, BMW stamped. They are 16 by 8 IS23, which means basically ET23. So they're really good E36 fitment, just bolt on, ready to go. And actually recently I found an eBay listing which made these things impossible. Literally, I think they were up for 700 quid or something stupid like that. And I own a pair to drift on. What? Right, so we have some bumpers to attend to. So it's dark now, but I have done some tidying. I cleaned this area up a little bit. I made space for my drift spares. I think I'm gonna try to stack them up as high as I can. I'm not sure if 10 will fit, but whatever doesn't fit can just be down here. I moved the one wing over there. I've just cleaned this up. I've moved my aero bumpers and the nose cone that's going on this car behind it. Tucked all of this stuff away so you can just comfortably walk. So you can comfortably just walk through behind the car with no problems and end up here in the sort of workspacey area, I guess. This is not really a work table. It's more of like a shelf with a bit of wood on top. I don't love it, so I'm probably gonna look into getting an actual workbench with a proper vise and stuff like that. For now, I've got my electric sander plugged in to my electricity, and I'm going to sand this bumper. I'm using this spare shelf as a bit of like a stand for these body panels, which is working quite well for now, so I might not actually throw it out as I was planning to. And then yeah, we've got the rear bumper as well to sand. I was thinking to mask the bumper extension off when I paint it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely removing the trims though, because these are quite fresh. I really want to film all of these processes that I get up to. So I might actually get a proper camera with a tripod and organize this space so it's like camera friendly. Yeah. It is now 10 p.m. The bumpers are sanded. This is the rear bumper, trims are off. I went through three or four maybe of these sanding pads for the electric sander. I think I'm using 400 grit. I don't know. But when I was unpacking all my paint stuff, I actually realized that I've got no primer. So I can't really do much anymore anyway, considering it's 10 p.m. So I'm gonna have to finish the job off tomorrow when I can get some primer as well. Oh my God, my camera is so dirty. Right, so primer acquired. Bumpers prepped. There is some further prep I probably need to do on the rear bumper here. So I'm gonna set up my little painting area right here, outside, in front of the garage, behind the Passat. Got my little shelf unit, and I've got my nice lip ready to be painted, still slightly bolted onto the bumper. I am actually going to definitely add more screws. After a test drive, I did scrape the floor a little bit, and I think fell over, and this top screw here just kind of got yoinked out. So I think I'm gonna have to run a couple more definitely along the top here and maybe here too. But in terms of paint prep, I have the number plate masked off. Now, this is just a bit of a joke realistically, but at the same time, I still just don't want any silver or primer to go on top of the font here. All that's left to do now is paint the damn thing. Look at this. I'm just gonna stop. So much better. Oh, by the way, I have masked the black coupe off a little bit, just in case any overspray goes that way. I don't want there to be anything on the bonnet. Okay, this is looking quite primed, I'd say. I'll let it dry a little bit and add one more layer maybe. So both the bumpers are primed now. The rear, nice and even, nice and flat. I mean, as flat as I can get it with a spray paint, really. And this is a drift car in the end of the day. I do say that with every paint job, but this is the front lip. I love the cobwebs that I've developed and that I have primed. This is the best thing in the world. Ah, what the fuck? What is that? Damn spray cans. Well, it's basically silver now, isn't it? Look at that. This as well. The lip is looking nice and silver. Next is the clear. Look at this glossy finish. Damn. I actually love fresh paint on old fucked up panels like this. I hope that you can see the glare that I'm talking about. It kind of, yeah, it's quite nice. The clear is coming out okay. Usually I struggle with it. All the bumpers are painted, cleared, ready to be put on the drift car. I'm gonna head back to said drift car and install the bumpers and show you what it looks like. Whoa, with the silver on silver, look at that. Okay, actually, look at this. This is not trying to cooperate. Drift bumper. One zip tie. No. Yep. Look at that. One zip tie, very good. I'm literally about 100% sure that the next time I scrape and this folds in, this zip tie is just gonna get ripped. But look at that, that's much neater. Fix everything with one zip tie. Nice. This is kind of wobbly, cool. With silver, on silver is kind of a vibe, I would say. I'll show you the rear. You know what, let me pull this out, put it in the middle of this little lot and show you everything properly. Yeah, the rear is looking quite fresh. I knew the fade wouldn't even look bad on camera, like not even on camera, just in real life. But the transition is not even, it's barely noticeable. It actually looks quite blessed. I wanted the bottom of the skirt to match up with the bottom of the rear bumper, and I feel like it's doing that pretty well. It's giving the car quite a good little chin in the back, which is kind of sick. This is the ugly side, but I'll show it anyway. Very nice, very nice. Here's the front. Damn. All right, well, I mean, this thing is looking kind of fresh, so not much to it. This is my secret DIY aero. Looks good on camera, looks good from far away, looks good sliding. That's all you need. That's gonna be it for this video. I wanna thank you for watching. Definitely subscribe. I'm gonna be making way more content soon. Also, follow me on Instagram at Rogue Drive to stay up to date. All of this stuff is on there from way ahead of YouTube. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this aero. Tell me if you've ever done anything like this before or if you've seen it anywhere else. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace.